Whatever you make it.
What?
He was watching me when I covered. Get in the car, get in the car. I could stop fucking taking that mid.
Why the fuck is this on the ground? Alright, I'll put it up there in a minute. So I'll put it back up there in a minute.
Oh shit. Oh shit, no. If only we didn't. They won't shut the door.
That's got to be the balloon.
too.
Oh yeah, you know how to bite out.
Huh? Let
Hmm?
bite out? Or
Somebody.
you go back. You go back. But come on, you guys say. Oh, come on. Yeah, you. Get in the chair. Go back to the brick. Go, go, go. purple. I put, you can have your Christmas tree purple if you want.
Well, if that's the case, then any colors can be Christmas colors.
A bunch of people do any color. Like blue and silver. And I guess sometimes red and green. I'm sure that's awesome. Why can't I have a grab shirt? Fuck. Oh shit, I just got one shot of it.
What? Try again, huh? Is Max still playing?
I'm gonna make it past the finish line first. Oh my god, I'm the first one. Oh my god, this guy is... glitching me through the damn fucking thing.
Is that good?
No. Yeah, but he hasn't made it through it yet. First two either.
We're both gonna lose on this one.
Stop. Fuck. I mean, no, he made it now. What the fuck? I'm going slow, I'm on it, and then the next second I'm off of it. Okay, that one, no. Fuck. Okay, quit. Get it. Shit, what the fuck?
What?
I was walking perfectly fine, and then the next second I'm off of it. It like throws me halfway off of it. Oh, not that, not that. think I give up. He's watching me. Do you see this shit? Do you see this? Look.
Yeah, it looks like you saw it. It's just glitching you though.
Yeah, look, I'm walking. Oh, look, I was on it. I didn't even move that way.
What if you crouch?
Bruh, it's been doing that if I crouch too. Look, I'm moving fine.
I don't want to do it while I'm watching.
Yeah, I guess so, because it was doing it.
Oh.
Look, I didn't push it that way.
Maybe it's your controller.
Maybe. I give up.
Play something else. Just emote there until you die.
No, I'm just gonna sit in shame. He's watching. I'm ashamed.
I don't eat that bacon. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. What time is it?
11. Just now trying to look.
Playing from Fuku. I was just
Quiet, McGee. Here comes one of them.
Oh, excuse me, folks. I didn't know there was anybody. Oh, hello, Molly. Hiya, pal.
Hello, Mr. Wilcox.
Hi, Junior. Boy, we run into you in the darndest places, don't we?
Yes, I'm following this golf tournament, kids. I'm taking a shortcut to the next tee.
What's so interesting about the next tee?
Well, it's number 17, 520 yards over a wide stream.
Oh.
A couple of friends of mine are playing, and I gave them each some of that sensational Johnson's water-repellent glow coat.
Why?
Are you trying to tell us, Junior, that with Johnson's water-repellent glow coat on a golf ball, it won't go into the water?
Pal, it works like a charm.
Yeah?
Probably just psychological, I suppose, but with a golf ball dipped in glow coat and a powerful drive, if it's high enough and far enough, it avoids that stream of water like it had hydrophobia.
Isn't that strange?
Well, just an experiment, of course, but the new glow coat is so successful with its water-repellent qualities on floors, linoleum, that I thought I'd try it out.
Yeah, but I always thought you were
You see, with this marvelous new development in floor protection, Johnson's water-repellent glow coat, you can use a damp cloth over it many times without its leaving milky-looking streaks. Because, you see, it's truly water-repellent.
1/3 quart more.
And when you think what a bargain your dealer offers you right now in the giant-sized can for the same old price.
That's it.
Yes, we know about that.
A pint and a third for the price of a pint, and a quart and a third for the price of a quart, which is an outright gift of 1/3 more for your money.
That's the crux of the whole thing.
Well, I tell you, you'll realize what a bargain it is.
Look, wax day.
Hey, what's say, pal?
Look, Mr. Wilcox, if you'll excuse us, we're trying to have a little picnic, just the two of us.
Yeah, so you run along to the next tee, Junior. Hey, what are you carrying the snowshoes for?
Well, a couple of my friends are in this tournament, so I'm carrying their snowshoes.
Huh?
They're playing winter rules.
Oh,
Where are we now, McGee?
Search me, kiddo. We ought to be somewhere near Crawford's Creek. There's a wonderful place to picnic there if I can only locate
Oh, hold it, dearie, hold it. Here comes the man. Let's ask him.
Okay. Hi, Bud. Good day, sir.
We're looking for Crawford's Creek, sir, but we don't quite know where we are.
Yeah. Can you give us a few directions?
Why, certainly, sir.
Fine.
That way is north, that way is south, that's west, this is east, that way is down, and I never did know which way is up.
Look, Jasper, let's quit the kidding. If you want to be snide, I can be Snyder.
Well, how do you do, Mr. Snyder? Well, and this lady, I presume, is Mrs. Snyder?
No, I'm Mrs. McGee.
Well, it's a pleasure, Mrs. McGee. I am Oliver J. Bostwick, the third.
The third what?
The third man. Huh? You've probably heard my theme. La da 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 da.
Oh, now, for goodness sakes, Mr. Boston. Can't we do something about this dribble?
The lady speaking to you, Drivel.
Oh, excuse me. Hey, I'm not Dribble.
Why, of course not. He's McGee.
I thought your name was McGee.
It is. I'm married to Mr. Snyder.
Huh?
I mean, Mr. Snyder is Dribble.
No.
Look.
Let me explain this. Look, you see Airwick?
Bostwick.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, Bostwick, I started out to take my wife on a picnic.
Well, if you're taking your wife on a picnic, what'd you bring this lady along for, too? Your wife would be pretty annoyed when you show up for the picnic with Mr. and Mrs. McGee, Mr. Snyder.
Oh, no, now, wait a minute. This isn't the
She's a cute kid and all that, but...
Oh,
after
I
all-
am not.
You are, too.
She is what?
My wife.
Really?
Oh.
Oh, then I've been confused. You must be Mrs. Snyder, Mrs. Snyder.
Huh?
If you're married to Snyder here.
Not Snyder, McGee.
What?
I wasn't speaking to you, dearie. I was speaking to him.
But my name is not McGee, Mrs. Snyder.
No, our name is McGee. Both of us.
It is?
Yeah.
What happened to that other couple I was talking to? They were... Oh, what's the matter with me? They were going on a picnic.
Why, sure.
Say, why don't you folks join them? You'll find them at Crawford's Creek.
Well, for heaven's sake, where is Crawford's Creek?
Yeah, where is it?
Well, sir, do you notice that your left foot is a little damp?
Yeah.
Well, you're standing in Crawford's Creek.
Oh.
Oh, my, this is a lovely lovely spot, McGee.
Yeah, but I'm hotter than a $3 raincoat. Let me hang my coat on this old sign here. Hey, it's nice and shady here, isn't it?
Oh, yes, I just love these big boulders.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you just sit down and relax, sweetheart. Mother will spread out the lunch.
Boy, am I hungry. I just want to lay here on my back on the grass with a sandwich and catch cold like I always do at picnics and go
Oh,
home.
wait a minute, McGee. Somebody's coming.
My gosh, can't people leave us alone when all we want is a quiet picnic out in the
It's Mayor LaTrivia.
It is. What the Sam Hill does he want?
Molly, you can't picnic here.
Why can't we, Your Honor?
Yeah, why can't we? My gosh, we've been chased out of
You'll
everywhere.
have to get out of here. The new highway comes through here, you know.
Not today, it doesn't, Mr. Mayor.
Ah, this ain't city property anyway, LaTrivia. You got no right to make us...
I know it's not city property. It's county property. Do you know what time it is?
Yes, it's time people stop bothering us and let us have our little picnic
Yeah.
where we...
For your information, it's 4 minutes to 3.
It is? Well, gee whiz, no wonder I'm so hungry. Hand me a sandwich, kid.
No, you don't have time to eat.
Oh, yes, we do. Heavenly days, we planned all week.
No, please, don't argue. Bring your things and run this way. McGee, where's your coat?
Hanging on that sign over there.
Didn't you read the sign?
No, he didn't. We've been reading signs all day. Keep off, no trespassing, no picnicking. Beware of...
Oh, here's your coat. McGee, read the sign.
Huh? Read the sign. Danger. Blasting here 3 p.m. County Highway Commission. Well, so what? Oh, my God! Grab the stuff. I got... I'll help you.
The King's Men and Home Cooking.
Oh, woe is me, what goes with me? Hate this living I've chose for me. Tired of eating misery. Should have never roamed and left that home cooking. Home cooking. Life is cruel and I was a fool to roam. I climbed this hill, tried this dale, then I stepped on a rusty nail. Never even get no mail. I'm so far from all that goes with home cooking. Home cooking. I'm afraid I should have stayed at home. With a porch, light, screen door, banner from Niagara Falls, green grass, lawn more, home sweet home up on the wall. That's home cooking. Home cooking. The quiet life for me. Rolling stone, don't get no moss, don't get nothing but double cross. See the world, applesauce, nothing anywhere is fine as home cooking. Home cooking. Life is cruel and I was a fool to roam. When I go out, sun goes in, rain comes down and it soaks my skin. Jonah is my next of kin. Darn the luck I should have stuck with home cooking. Home cooking. I'm afraid I should have stayed at home. With the chirping crickets, cattails waving slender and tall, basket picnics, right good eating, ants and all. Home cooking. Home cooking. The quiet life for me. Home cooking. Home cooking. The quiet life is quite the life for me.
Well, it looks like you finally found a nice place for our picnic lunch, McGee.
Picnic supper by now. Don't think I ain't ready for it. After being fox hunted, golfed, drowned, blasted, and chased out of 9 places, I could eat the hem off a blacksmith's apron.
I'm hungry, too. And this is a lovely place to eat.
Yep.
Just smell the apple blossoms. What a charming little orchard.
It is pretty, isn't it? Gets me in a kind of a romantic mood.
It does, lover?
Yeah. Hand me a piece of cake and a pickle. Leave me the next guy that tries to bust up our picnic. I'll poke him right in the snoot, too.
Oh, is that so? Well, let me tell you, mister. Hi, Johnny. Hello, daughter.
Hello, Mr. Oldtimer. Where'd you come from?
Well, daughter, there was conflicting stories about that. Papa says the doctor brought me. Mama says it was a stork. Aunt Mamie says they found me under a flat rock. But I found my first little baby bonnet one day, and it says, Marshall Fields, Chicago.
Well, look, old-timer, we've been trying all day to have a peaceful little picnic, all by ourselves.
Well, good for you, Johnny. Get away once in a while with a little woman. Get away from people.
Good.
You're entitled to some privacy.
Yes, indeed.
And I'm going to help you get it.
Good.
I'll just sit here and keep people from bothering you. Just hand me a couple of sandwiches, ham if you got them, chicken if you ain't.
Hey. Cut it out. Doggone it, we're trying to have a picnic. If you were picnicking with Bessie, you wouldn't want us butting into your picnic.
Oh, don't mention Bessie, Johnny. I'm afraid I've gone and lost my girlfriend.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sad story, daughter.
Well, skip it.
Okay. Well, sir, me and Bessie was on a picnic, kid, when a snake crawled out of a log and took a bite right out of Bessie.
Oh, dear. Did it make her very sick?
Didn't seem to hurt her at all, daughter. She crawled right back in the log again, and oh, you mean Bessie?
Certainly, my guy, snake bites are dangerous. What'd you do?
Well, it all happened pretty fast, Johnny. When Bessie got bit, she bellered like a scalded buffalo and run up a 60-foot cypress tree. I notched the tree with my Boy Scout axe so as I could find her again and run back to town for the doctor, but he was out of the ball game.
Gee.
Oh, dear. I hope you got there in time.
Just barely made it, daughter. It was the 9th inning. Score was tied. There was a vacant seat next to the doctor. The game run 14 innings, and you can't find a notch in a cypress tree in the dark.
My gosh, you mean?
Yep. That's how I lost Bessie. Well, happy picnicking, Johnny. So long, daughter. So long.
Ain't this wonderful?
Yes, you know, I'm glad all those other places we went didn't work out, dearie, because these apple trees in bloom are just beautiful. Ah, smell that wonderful aroma, McGee.
I can't smell the aroma for those dad-ratted apple blossoms. This is great. Nothing so romantic as a picnic with your best girl.
Oh, look, McGee.
Huh?
Look up there. An airplane.
Well, oh, yeah, 2 of them. Hey, they're flying kind of low. Wonder if they're in trouble or something.
Well, I hope not. They couldn't possibly land around here with all these apple trees.
No, we're safe this time, baby. Nobody's going to spoil our picnic this time. Give me some lemonade and I'll have a little piece of sugar.
McGee, look. They're pouring out smoke and look out.
Oh, my gosh, they're here. Hey, that's not smoke. They're dust in the orchard. My gosh, grab the lunch. That's arsenic.
Oh, dear.
Boy, am I pushed. Give me some more lemonade, will you?
There you are. This is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I always have claimed there's no place for a picnic like the kitchen table. I wouldn't leave this house again. Answer the phone, will you?
The phone didn't ring, McGee.
Well, it will. Every time we've got comfortable today, somebody's managed to bust it up, and what did I tell you?
I'll get it.
Yeah.
79 Wistful Vista, Molly McGee speaking. Oh, yes, Mabel. Yes, we'd love it. Yes, we'll be ready.
Who was that?
Mabel Toops.
Huh?
Having a picnic supper at Dugan's Lake, and they'll pick us up in an hour.
Oh.
Besides some more bread, dearie.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Fibber and Molly return in a moment. It's the bargain of the year in Johnson's Glow Coat. It's your chance to get the world's most popular floor wax in special giant containers that give you 1/3 more wax at no increase in price. And it's the new Glow Coat, the self-polishing floor wax that lasts up to 4 times longer because it's positively water repellent. Look for those giant containers tomorrow at your dealers. Look for those special cans of this finest quality wax that tower head and shoulders over ordinary containers and give you 1/3 more of this brighter shining, longer lasting, water repellent floor wax at no increase in price. This offer is for a limited time only, so get Glow Coat in the special giant cans tomorrow at your dealers.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 out of 5 people in America will develop cancer. The only way to fight this terrible disease is with research, information, equipment, and all the resources of science. And all these things cost money.
Yes. So please help in this fight. Send a generous donation to the America Cancer Society in care of your local postmaster, or in Canada to 280 Bloor Street West, Toronto. Remember, a cancer cell is a gangster cell in the human body. Let's hunt him down, prosecute, and remove him.
Good night.
Good night, all.
The makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Water Repellent Glow Coat, Racine, Wisconsin, and Brantford, Canada, bring you Fibber McGee and Molly each week at this time. Be with us again next Tuesday night, won't you?
Is your car still hiding its springtime beauty under winter grime? If so, why not take just a few minutes tomorrow to clean and polish it to lustrous beauty with just one application of Johnson's Carnew. Carnew, you know, is the wonderful auto polish that cleans and polishes in one application. It cleans as you rub it on, cuts through road film and traffic tarnish water won't touch. It polishes as you wipe it off, leaves your car bright and shining. Your car shines brighter because Carnew cleans cleaner. Just rub it on, wipe it off. That's all you do with Johnson's Carnew. Get some today. Next, here's Steve Wilson and Big Town on NBC.
The Johnson's Wax Program with Fibber McGee and Molly. The makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Water Repellent Glow Coat present Fibber McGee and Molly with Bill Thompson, Gail Gordon, Arthur Q. Bryan, Dick LeGrand, Cliff Arquette, L.V. Allman, and me, Harlow Wilcox. The script is by Don Quinn and Phil Leslie. It's produced and directed by Frank Pittman with music by the King's Men and Billy Mills Orchestra. Fibber and Molly join us in a moment. Here it is, the first announcement of a sensational new Johnson product. A new auto wax dramatically superior to any auto wax ever developed. It's reported in the public interest in the June Reader's Digest. It's called Johnson's Car Plate, C-A-R-P-L-A-T-E. And here's what it is. A new kind of wax, a new chemical discovery that gives two sensational benefits. One, car plate is tougher than any paste auto wax that's ever been developed. Two, and just listen to this, it's so easy to apply that you can wax your car in 20 minutes with no rubbing. Now here's what car plate means to you. It means that the car you're driving can shine like new tomorrow, and you can keep it shining like new as long as you drive it. There's no trick to using car plate. Just spread it on a clean car, let it dry, then wipe. Your car's not just polished, it's sealed with a coat of wax that's diamond bright and diamond smooth. A 10-ounce can of Johnson's Car Plate is enough to wax 2 whole cars. Costs only $1. Your money back if you're not completely satisfied. Car Plate is on sale right now in your town. Ask for Car Plate, C-A-R-P-L-A-T-E, at your service station or dealers tomorrow. We don't know what it is about the Irish, but they seem to be natural cowpunchers. Hopalong Cassidy, for instance, and Colonel Tim McCoy, and that great bull expert who was just made a cattleman in this morning's mail, Tex McGee of Fibber McGee and Molly.
But I don't understand, dearie. Why does Uncle Sycamore want you to manage his ranch this summer when you don't know a hackamore from a lawnmower?
Oh, yes, I do, kiddo. I got the Old West in my blood.
Well, yes, I guess you have at that.
You betcha.
When you cut yourself, you moo like a Hereford.
What I mean is, Tootsie, my Uncle Sycamore's lived out west for 40 years. And my father was a buffalo hunter, you know.
So was mine.
Yeah?
Yeah. He hunted the ones on the backs of nickels. But read Uncle Sycamore's letter again, dearie.
Okay. And if you can spare the time...
You can.
I want you to take charge of my ranch near Kilgore, Texas for the summer. I'm just running a small herd this year, only 2,500 head. And I'm sure you can boss the spread okay.
I only hope those cattle don't stampede and spread the boss.
Anybody can handle cattle. All you have to do is see they get fed, watered, and kept healthy.
That's exactly what I do for you. Say, I've been a cowgirl for years and didn't know it.
Ah, you'll love it out there, Molly. We'll have a big siesta every Saturday night and invite everybody. When roundup time comes, you can run the chuck wagon.
Let Chuck run his own wagon. I'll do the cooking, though.
Well, I reckon we ought to go down to the bonton before sundown and lay us in some duds, Ma. Go get your sunbonnet on while I hitch up the buckboard and we'll head for the trading post.
Hold it, Tex, hold it. Company, come in.
Well, if it ain't the old timer. Howdy, partner. Hunker down by the fire for a spell.
If I'd have knowed you was coming, I'd have baked an enchilada.
How'd you do?
How'd you do?
How'd you do? Oh, kids, that kind of talk always makes me homesick. Homesick for the open range.
Does it really?
Yep. I can shut my eyes and see it now. The open range. And Papa sitting there in front of it with his feet in the oven all winter long. How come all this cow talk, kid?
I'm going to manage a cattle ranch this summer, old-timer, for my Uncle Sycamore down in Texas. He's going prospecting for oil and wants me to take over the ranch for him.
Oh, that's great country, that Texas. Spent my boyhood down there. Had a job as a sow puncher on a pig ranch, kid. But I had to give it up. Things got out of control.
Why, what happened?
Well, sir, one of the pigs was rooting around one day and struck something that caused one of the biggest booms in the state of Texas.
Oil, eh?
Nope, dynamite. Grandpa had started away for a rainy day. He was a bank robber, Grandpa was.
Oh?
Besides being a midget.
A midget bank robber?
Yep, robbed piggy banks. 7 foot tall, Grandpa was, in his stocking feet.
7 feet tall? That's not a midget.
It is in Texas, daughter. In Texas, everything is big. I know the Crow Indian out there as big as an ostrich.
Medicine man?
No thanks, son. I feel fine.
So you really like Texas, do you?
No, it's a wonderful place, daughter, and very generous people, too. I mind during the war when building materials were scarce, I needed some tar for a new roof. Folks from all over Texas loaned me enough tar to finish the job.
Well.
That's why I give Texas the name it's got.
What name?
Texas, the Lone Tar State. Get out of here, kid.
Yeah. We ought to go with it.
Well, if we're going down to the bonton to get some Western clothes, dearie, we better get started.
Okay, I'm going to need some wool shirts, a few spurs, a pair of bow-legged pants, and... Hey, I wonder what I ought to do about chaps.
Rub them with cold cream.
Huh?
You get used to that, you know, after you ride.
I don't mean that kind of stuff. I mean them fur pants without any seat in them that cowboys always wear when they run. Come in.
Oh, hello, Ole. Come in.
Well, thanks, Mrs. Hello, McGee.
Howdy, stranger. Lie down and set a spell.
What's wrong with him, Mrs.? He get a new Ye-Notary comic book? Or did he used to get sandburrs in his cereal?
No, we're going out west this summer, Ole. McGee is going to manage a cattle ranch in Texas.
Yeah, you ought to come down there on vacation, Ole. You ever do any horseback riding?
Oh, sure, McGee. When I was a kid on the farm, I learned to ride a horse before I learned to walk.
Did you really?
Sure. Even now, when I ride a horse, if I have to learn to walk all over again.
So you were raised on a farm, were you, Ole? I wondered where you got that accent.
Yeah, that's where I met my missus, McGee.
Oh?
Her papa owned the dairy farm there where I worked.
Oh, I catch on. Romancing the boss's daughter, were you?
Yeah, she was sitting up with a sick cow when her papa calls me to give her medicine.
Oh.
How romantic. Was she pretty, Ole?
Oh, very attractive, missus. She had a yamper disposition and big brown eyes, and she keeps switching her tail all the time.
Oh.
You mean my missus?
Of course.
Well, at the time, McGee, I didn't notice. I look up in my book what to do for the cow, but when I sit down, she gives a big moo and hits me with her horn.
The cow?
No, my missus. That was New Year's Eve, and she was celebrating with horns. When I finally make the cow well, though, she was so happy she gives me a big kiss.
Girl kissed you, eh?
No, the cow did.
Oh.
My face. I was over there many times to see sick cows after that because always my missus sits up there.
I'll bet you were.
Yeah, I used to get paid overtime doctoring cows, too.
That's all.
Till one day the boss finds out I'm in love with his daughter.
What happened then?
After that, when a cow gets sick, I'm just donating my time. Well, happy vacation, both you fellas. So long.
Billy Mills, the orchestra, and stay with the happy people.
Department here at the Bonton, McGee.
Oh, they must have. I want to stop at the music counter, too. Get some mandolin picks.
You're taking your mandolin?
Why, sure, Ma. Might want to serenade the beef critters if they get restless.
Oh, leave the mandolin to home, Pa. If them cows want to stampede, don't you help them. Besides, you don't have to corn the beef till it gets to the slaughterhouse.
You're a clip, Ma. You can't ride the range without the
Incidentally, do we have to talk like this till we get to Texas? And do they talk this way even in Texas?
Why, sure they do. Why, when I was out in Texas one time, I was talking...
Your attention, please. Will the nearsighted lady who left the houseware department dragging a dust mop please return it and pick up her poodle? Thank you.
See, I wonder if I ought to pick up a sunbonnet, McGee, and maybe a few...
Oh, there, Molly. Hello, McGee.
Oh, hello, Mr. Mayor.
Hi, Latriv. Glad we saw you before we left.
Left? Don't tell me you're going away for a while. Oh, yes. Yes, tell me that.
We certainly are, Your Honor. We're going out to Texas to manage McGee's uncle's cattle ranch for the summer.
Ever punch any cows, Latriv?
No, but I smacked a goat in the nose once. It was at my initiation into a literary fraternity, and this animal used a conjunction in the wrong place.
What conjunction?
But.
I was referring to cattle ranching, Latriv. Ever live out west where men are men and sleep on the ground because they don't take any bunk from anybody?
Yes. I was visiting out in Texas in 1931 and was adopted into an Indian tribe.
What tribe? Navajos?
No, the Texacos. They were all oil millionaires, vanishing Americans. They disappeared into a bank while you were talking to them.
They adopted you into the tribe, eh, Latriv? Interesting procedure?
Oh, yes, it was, McGee. First, they did a war dance with the 40-piece Maya Davis Orchestra. Around a campfire kindled with $20 bills, waving gold tomahawks and drinking mezcal. Bonded, of course. Oh, yeah. And chanting an old Indian song called When I Grow Too Oiled to Dream.
What a lovely ceremony.
Yes. Yes, then they smoked a pipe of peace, a $30 long-stemmed Dunhill, gave me a feather headdress, and named me Wahanimo Popo Hunda Poo-Poo.
Meaning what?
New member. Well, happy vacation to you both. Well,
Thank you.
Well, come on, kiddo. We better start stocking up on our Western outfits because...
Your attention, please. Will the elderly gentleman who wanted to play with the electric trains in the toy department please come back? The railroad strike has been settled. Thank you.
By the way, McGee, where is the Western Department?
It's over on the east side of the store, I think. Very logical. Oh, no, here it is, right here. Hey, look at the tweezers. Special today, 35 cents.
Tweezers? Are they Western equipment?
You'd think so if you ever sat on a cactus. Hey, Bud, are you occupied?
No, sir, I'm Doppelgong. Marvin Doppelgong. Here's my card, sir.
Oh,
Well, how do you do, I'm sure. What does the card say, McGee?
it says, Dear Marvin, I'll meet you for lunch at 12:30 in gents' underwear. Love.
Yeah, oh, pardon me, that's the wrong card. That's it, Gilsey. Here's my business card. I'll be with you in a moment.
Okay, Marvin, we'll browse around. This is a browsy-looking department, anyhow. Hey, Molly, I think I'll need a Texas hat. Don't you think?
Hello, Molly. Hiya, pal.
Well, hello, Mr. Wilcox.
Hi, Junior. I was going to call you up later and tell you the news. You ever hear of Kilgore, Texas?
No. Did you ever hear of car plate?
Is that in Texas? We're going there.
Maybe I'll say it's in Texas and everywhere else. Johnson's have just come out with the biggest news for car owners since they threw away the crank. You want to hear about it?
Son, if you've really got something new to talk about, you've cornered a couple of happy little listeners.
Yes, for 15 years.
Well, this is new, all right, and terrific. It's the greatest thing.
Well, tell us, Junior. Tell us, boy.
Pal, it's about Johnson's car plate, a basic new chemical discovery from the Johnson Wax Laboratories. Car plate is a smooth-flowing, wipe-on liquid wax, a completely new type of auto wax. You just spread it on and wipe it off with no more than fingertip pressure. And it's amazing. It leaves your car with an even brighter finish than when it was new.
Don't you have to rub it to get that shine, Mr. Wilcox?
Nary a rub. You can do the job in 20 minutes, Molly, and believe me, it gives your car the kind of shine that used to take hours of hard rubbing to get. And furthermore, CarPlate is unconditionally guaranteed to give you the longest wearing, smoothest, brightest wax finish your car has ever had, or your money back.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that always convinces me, Junior, that money back stuff. Any outfit that's got that much confidence in it.
Well, now, you can see why I'm sort of excited. I feel like Columbus when he discovered America.
Yeah.
Balboa when he discovered the Pacific Ocean. And Pigley when he discovered Wiggly.
Well, sounds pretty terrific at that, Mr. Wilcox.
I'll tell you how terrific it is, Molly. Reader's Digest has recognized the importance of this remarkable new auto wax to the millions of car owners and devoted an article to its discovery and development in the June issue. Be sure to read it. Hey, pal, are you driving to Kilroy, Texas?
It's Kilgore, Waxy. Gore, like when an angry bull tries to horn in on you.
Oh, I see. Well, when you get there, pal, tell the cowboys about CarPlate. I'd never give a cattleman a bum steer. Have a nice vacation.
Must be a strain of Hereford in that boy. He was really white-faced about that new CarPlate. Well, we better get busy and get our stuff.
Yes, I think the clerk is free now.
Oh, hey, Marvin, are you free now?
Sir, I am never free.
Oh.
I am chained to this counter hour after hour, day after day, people after bargains. What did you want, sir?
We need some Western equipment.
Going to run a ranch in Texas this summer, Bud. I'm Foreman.
How do you do, Mr. Foreman?
No.
And this, I presume, is Mrs. Foreman?
No, I'm Mrs. McGee.
Oh.
But never mind that. What have you got in Western clothes?
A cousin named Alden who fiddles for square dancing. He wears such tight pants that every time he sits down, he has to replace his E string. But as I often say, all the time.
Now, wait, look. Look, Marvin. Never mind the family reminiscences. We want to buy some clothes for Texas.
Oh, very well, sir. How old is little Texas? Now, with a growing boy, you have to...
No, Mr. Doppelgong. We don't mean a boy named Texas. They're for my husband.
Yeah. Oh, for Mr. Foreman here. Well, what size cowboy suit did you wear, Mr. Foreman? I don't think the Hopalong Cassidy outfits come in a 44 stub. But
I don't want a Hopalong Cassidy stuff. Look, I want some Western pants, some blue jeans.
Yes. Do you carry Levi's?
no, madam. Levi carries his own. I have all I can tote without having...
Dad, rather cut it out, will you? Now, look, I'm going to be running a ranch, see? 2,500 head of cattle. I'll have 4 or 5 hands working for me, and naturally, I want to look my best.
Well, sir, if you have 4 or 5 hands, you look best in a coat with 4 or 5 sleeves. Now, we only have one, a coat of arms we made up for a gentleman.
Please, Mr. Doppelgong.
Doppelgong, Mrs. Foreman, gong.
Calling Mr. Lunk, Mr. Walter Lunk. Please report to Mr. Newhouse's office immediately. Thank you. Mr. Newhouse, please. That phone me, for goodness sake.
Come on, baby, give me another little... Hey, is that speaker turned on?
Oh, good heavens, yes, I forgot to...
Heavenly day.
Oh, that Newhouser, always in there pitching. Now then, what can I do for you, Mr. Foreman?
You can stop calling me Mr. Foreman. My name is Mr. McGee, Fibber Mr. McGee.
No, you're Foreman.
I'm confused.
No, you're Mrs. McGee.
No, Now, wait a minute. Let's start over here. Now, look, Bud, I want to buy a Stetson. What have you got in a good, comfortable hat?
My head, sir. I'm going to lunch. Good day.
Kingsman, hold that critter down.
Yippee-yi-ow! It's roundup time and the weather's fine and the sprays must all be branded. The irons fry and the dogies cry, but the old man has commanded. So all day long I sing this song, hold that critter down, hold him down, burn his heart. There's extra pay for every day, so hold that critter down, hold him down, burn his hide, hold him down. When the sun goes down and the moon comes round to the old cook shack we're heading, we'll throw up high in the cook's good eye and drag him from his bedding. Then make him run to the tune of a gun. Hold that critter down. Hold him down. Burn his heart. There's extra pay for every day. So hold that critter down. Hold him down. Burn his hide. Hold him down. I'll head for town when the boss comes round with the back pay that he owes me. I'll start a brawl in the old dance hall and land where the bouncer throws me. Then bet him 10 he can't do it again. Hold that critter down. Hold him down. Hold him down. Burn his hide. Burn his hide. There's extra pay for every day. So hold that critter down. Hold him down. Burn his hide. Yee-hoo! Hold him down.
Well, how do I look in these chaps and spurs, Molly? Pretty Western, huh?
Yes. But take your feet off the Davenport before you tear our good furniture with those things. Why do you need spurs anyhow?
What you mean, why do I need spurs? Why does any hard riding up at the crack of dawn saddle-happy bull-waddy need spurs for? Because when you ride into town and tie up at the soda fountain, you can dig your heels into the bar stool. Oh, Molly, think of me in charge of 2,500 head of cattle. Hey, did we get a wire from Uncle Sycamore while we were downtown?
Well, not that I know of. Should we have?
I wired him and asked him when roundup time is and what kind of cattle he's got. You know, if they're longhorns, I'll have to buy a lasso with a bigger loop in it because... Yeah, them longhorns are like... Gotta have... Who's that, Telegram?
No, it's Dr. Gamble, McGee.
Oh, him. Oh, boy. Wait till old Doc sees me in these chaps and spurs. He'll be so jealous he'll... Come in.
Hello, Dr. Gamble. Do come in.
Thank you, Molly, and good day to you, Lump Rump.
Well, howdy, Doc, you old horse thief. Hitch up and set a spell, partner. You sure are a sight for sore eyes, aren't he, Ma?
Yes, he is, dearie.
You betcha.
And you're the sight that'll make them sore.
I hear you're getting ready to leave on vacation, Molly. Where are you going this year, the seashore?
No, Doctor, as a matter of fact...
You can see by my clothes that we're heading for the wide open spaces, partner. We're going back where the heart is. Back among the simple, kindly folks.
Peoria. Well, if they can stand you...
Dad, Bradley, we're not. We're going to Texas, you big rum-dum. Don't be so stubborn. My gosh, what would I be wearing these chaps to Peoria for?
Oh, I think those fur breeches would be very apropos, my boy.
Yeah?
When you left Peoria, you didn't have any seat in your pants either.
Oh, yeah. And you've never had that trouble, Low Bucket. Your pants are so full of seats that, by George...
Please now, dearie. You're forgetting the code of the Old West, dearie.
Pardon me, Ma.
You know, a real Texan never insults a guest under his own roof.
Shucks, Ma, you make me downright ashamed. I've been acting like a wind-broke maverick with a burr under his saddle.
Oh, boy, you sure get off some good ones.
I'm quite a wag among the waddies. We're peace-loving folks, partner.
Oh, cut it out, cut it out. You're about as Western as a Bronx cab driver.
Westerner.
You speak English, Molly. What's this all about?
Laffer McGee's Uncle Sycamore, Doctor. Wants himself here to manage his ranch in Texas this summer.
He's got quite an outfit, Docky. He says...
I'll go see who it is, dearie.
Gee, I wish you could go out to Texas this summer, Fatso. I'd like to show you the country on horseback.
No, thanks. I can take a horse or leave him. In fact, both times I've taken them, I've left them. And as for beef, I'll have mine with parsley, a green salad, and 2 cups of coffee.
Yeah, but when you're riding the range with 2,500 head of cattle, riding through miles of sagebrush, keeping an eye peeled for rustlers...
Oh, telegram for you, McGee.
Hot dog from Uncle Sycamore. Wait a second, Doc.
Okay.
I sent for all the details of what kind of cattle and when was the roundup and stuff. The reason I asked was if all our friends want to come out for the roundup, you see, I can get the...
Well?
What does it say, McGee?
Well, it's, not exactly the... Well, what I mean is...
Let me see that telegram, Cisco. Dear Fibber, who said anything about cattle? I have a 2-acre ranch with 2,500 head of the finest turkeys in Texas. Roundup time 3 weeks before Thanksgiving. Regards, Uncle Sycamore.
Heavenly days, a turkey ranch.
Turkeys? Why, of all the fowls...
I take it all back, Sonny. Uncle Sycamore is a great judge of man.
Huh?
Anybody who can toss out the corn like you is a born turkey rancher.
Fibber and Molly return in a moment. You have never seen anything like Johnson's car plate because there never has been a product on the market like it. Reader's Digest, recognizing the importance of this remarkable new auto wax, devotes an article to its discovery and development in the June issue. Just think, in 20 minutes, you can give your car a better wax shine and better protection than you've ever been able to get from any auto wax or polishing process. Just spread on and wipe. There's no rubbing with Johnson's car plate. Get this sensational new auto wax tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for being with us during our 16th year for Johnson's Wax. You've been wonderfully loyal to us all these years, and we'll see you again the second week in September. Ain't it the second week in September, kiddo?
Well, I think so. Let me see a calendar.
Okay, I seen a calendar just the other day. It's right here in the hall closet.
No, McGee, no, now, please.
Yeah, there it is. Second week in September. Good night.
Good night, all.
The makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Water Repellent Glow Coat have brought you Fibber McGee and Molly each Tuesday night during the past season. Please be with us again when we return to the air next September, won't you?
Last call. Last call for the bargain of the year in Johnson's Glow Coat. You can still get the world's finest self-polishing floor wax in giant containers that give you 1/3 more wax at no extra cost. And it's the new Glow Coat, the self-polishing floor wax that lasts up to 4 times longer because it's positively water repellent. Look for those giant containers tomorrow at your dealers. They tower head and shoulders over containers of ordinary size. While they last, you get 1/3 more wax at no extra cost. Get Glow Coat tomorrow. Listen at this time next week for the all-new Penny Singleton Show over many of these same NBC stations.
The Pet Milk Program with Fibber McGee and Molly. Milk, the first evaporated milk, presents Fibber McGee and Molly with Bill Thompson, Gail Gordon, Arthur Q. Bryan, Dick LeGrange, Cliff Arquette, and me, Harlow Wilcox. The show is written by Don Quinn and Phil Leslie and directed by Max Hutto, with music by the King's Men and Billy Mills Orchestra. You know, I'm just about the luckiest guy in the world. Here I am starting a new season with one of the greatest comedy teams on the air and getting a chance to sell a product that's been a favorite in millions of homes since before I was born. Pet evaporated milk. Well, you've probably been using pet milk as long as you can remember. Quite likely you were a pet milk baby. Lucky if you were, because pet milk babies get a specially good start in life. Women who cook with pet milk get a break, too. Because pet milk makes everyday food taste wonderful. Why? Because pet milk is whole milk concentrated to double richness. Only water is taken out. All the cream stays in. The result? Good whole milk that's twice as rich as ordinary bottled milk. Pet milk. Your grocer has it. Get pet milk tomorrow by the can or by the case. Pet milk, the first evaporated milk. Hello? Yes, this Harlow. Who? Fibber. Fibber who? Oh, McGee. Hiya, pal. How's everything? What's that? You want to barbecue some chickens at your house tonight, eh? Yep. Well, I'll be there, pal. There's nobody I'd rather visit on Tuesday nights than Fibber McGee and Molly.
Well, it looks like everybody's coming to the barbecue tonight, Molly.
Now, dearie, why don't you just let me fry those chickens?
No, sir. Don't you fret, kiddo. I'll handle this. This is really going to be a ball. I was even thinking of getting a guitar and a Mexican sombrero and making this into a regular fiasco. You know, a Mexican picnic.
You needn't worry, sweetheart. I'm sure it will be a fiasco. Which reminds me, is Dr. Gamble coming tonight?
I ain't been able to locate Doc yet, but don't worry, he'll be here. Doc don't wear a 46-inch belt from passing up any free meals. That guy can smell a handout like he had radar on his nose. I'll bet that right now he's probably on his way.
Come in.
Over here. Over here. You see, Molly? Hi, Doc.
Dr. Gamble, do come in.
Thank you, Molly. Hello, vacuum top. Where you been, Longbelly? We've been calling you.
I've been in a meeting, my boy, at City Hall. I was asked to sit on the town council today.
You sit on the town council? Well, I will say you're the only man I know that's equipped to sit on 6 guys at once.
Now, McGee, stop it.
He makes me tired.
We were wondering what you're doing for dinner tonight, Doctor.
Yeah, we're having a backyard barbecue tonight, Ducky. In the backyard. Barbecuing some chickens.
Oh, that's my dish, kids. Who's coming? Any young people?
No, this is what you might call a middle-aged spread.
Well, if you're cooking, Molly, count me in.
I'm cooking.
Count me out.
Now, Doctor, don't sell the lad short. He's cooked before. In fact, McGee made a meat pie last summer that every single bite of it was eaten up in 10 minutes.
You betcha. Who ate it? Toops' dog, that's who ate it.
Toops' dog, that is. Now, you mustn't disappoint us, Doctor. Everybody else is coming tonight.
Don't coax him, Molly, don't coax him. Doc stays home, there'll be enough left over to feed 8 normal people.
You don't know 8 normal people, Blabberhead. And speaking of normal, I've got to get down to the hospital and bring some of my patients who aren't quite back too.
Oh, good. You can drop us off at the hardware store, Doc. Got to get some charcoal and stuff.
Yes. Now, how about the barbecue, Doctor? Will you be here?
Well, seriously, my dear, I'd love to, but I've got to make a call. Emergency. Matter of fact, I hope to save a life tonight.
Really, Doc? Whose life?
Mine. I'm going to eat downtown.
Oh, my, aren't hardware stores fascinating, dearie? So full of things. Incidentally, why are they called hardware stores?
Because in the store where you come into it for something that they got so many things different from it that hardly anybody, including the owner, even knows if they got it, you got to look hard whereabouts in the store you think you can keep it. Thus, hardware store.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Now, let me see. I'll need a bag of charcoal, long-handled fork, 6 boxes of matches, barbecue apron, chef's cap.
Chef's cap? Isn't that going a little strong, dearie? What do you need that for?
My gosh, you got to have something to beat the flames out when my apron catches fire, don't I?
Oh, I'm sorry. I asked the silliest question.
Good day, sir. Something I can do for you?
Yeah, you can quit breathing down my neck and start waiting on me.
We're barbecuing some chickens in the backyard tonight, sir, and we need you to...
Well, thank you, madam. I'll be most happy to be there.
No, sir. I was not inviting you to our barbecue. I was saying that we need you to tell us a few things.
Oh, of course. How stupid of us both. I think barbecued chickens are simply marvelous. That golden crust, that tender, flaky white meat, that delicate flavor of...
Hey, cut it out. I ain't had anything to eat since breakfast. I'm weak from hunger.
Well, how do you do? I'm McSneed from Toledo. Yes, and this, I presume, is Mrs. Week? Are you also from Hungary, Mrs. Week?
No, I'm from Peoria.
Well, good for you. Say, how far is Peoria from Hungary?
In our case, it was about 2 inches. And look, I didn't mean my name was weak. I'm just famished.
Oh, I see. I suppose lots of people make silly jokes about you going around with Mrs. Week, don't they, Mr. Famish?
Now, just a minute, please. I am not Mrs. Week. I'm Mrs. McGee.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought you were McSneed.
From Toledo.
No, I'm Famish. No, I am McSneed. Well, now that we have that all straightened out, what can I do for you today?
Well, we're having a barbecue in the backyard tonight.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's getting to be quite a fad, I guess. There were some people in here just a few minutes ago, and they were going to barbecue some chickens. Mr. and Mrs. Week from Hunger. Well, they invited me to come.
That was us. And our name isn't Week, and we didn't invite you.
Now, just a minute, madam. There's no use raising your voice to me.
Sorry, you're talking to my wife.
I am not sorry.
You're impertinent.
I am McSneed. Hey, Mr. Alsop, am I McSneed or am I not?
You're fired. Mr. Knott, please take Mr. McSneed's place.
There, see?
The orchestra, and I love the guy.
I got a gift for this stuff, kiddo.
If this is a gift, I have a feeling you shouldn't have opened it until Christmas.
I guess you forget what a camp cook I am. Remember last summer when we were fishing up in Oregon on the Rogue River and you said I...
On the what?
Up in Oregon on the Rogue River and you said I...
Rogue River, sweetheart. R-O-G-U-E is rogue.
Okay. I won't argue about it.
You won't what?
Arg. A-R-G-U-E, arg.
That's argue, McGee.
Well, like I was saying, remember last summer up on the Rogue River up in Oregon when you said...
Well, hello there, Molly. Hello, McGee.
Oh, it's his honor, the mayor, McGee. Glad you could come, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, when I phoned the trip, your secretary said she'd ask you, but she thought you were going to Honolulu. Cancel the trip, did you?
Oh, no, that's just a little gag of mine, McGee, to protect myself against petty interruption.
Oh.
I was determined to get some work done this afternoon, and where there's a will, there's a way, you know.
You mean you always make a will before you go away on a trip, Mr. Mayor?
No, Molly, I didn't mean that literally. The expression, where there's a will, there's a way.
You know, that's a heck of a good idea, Latriv. Especially on a long trip like to Honolulu.
I am not going to Honolulu. Not at all. I was using...
No reason why you shouldn't, Mr. Mayor, if your will's made out. Listen, go ahead and have your fun.
Why, certainly. What if something does happen, like maybe you break your neck trying to peek into the cashier's cage at the Royal Hawaiian when they make out your bill? As long as you know your loved ones are protected, boy, you...
I didn't say anything about breaking my Royal Hawaiian peeking into... Look, there's an old saying.
Oh, there's lots of old sayings, Mr. Mayor. Like, give a crook enough rope and he'll start a cigar store. And if you're mixed up in anything that's run by a committee, get on the committee.
Little pitchers have big ears so they can hear a runner stealing seconds.
Stop it, please. I'm sorry I mentioned anything about anything. This is the silliest conversation
Now, relax, Mr. Mayor. Take it easy. Let's all be gentlemen, except me.
Yeah, my gosh, Latriv, you're our guest, boy.
Our honored guest.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Anything you say is fine with us, boy. In fact, we agree with you absolutely. Making out your will before you go someplace 4,000 miles away is...
I didn't say anything about milking out my way. Making my wool. When I found to go to Lulu, when I got to Luluhono, travel to the Hubba Wubba, we were, why, I didn't. You were the ones who said that. I didn't have anything. It was father from my. I was. You were.
McGee.
Aloha, Malahini.
You have been to Hawaii?
Oh, yes, we went there this summer, Mr. Mayor.
Did the volcano erupt while you were there?
Oddly enough, it did.
What do you mean, oddly enough?
Hey, LaTrivia, don't you want any barbecue chicken? Oh, well. All the more for us. That rat, look at that fire. Keep it going. Hey, I know what it needs. Look, I'll throw this in there.
Oh, heavenly days, look at that. It flared up like somebody had used the bellows on it. What'd you throw on it, McGee?
My draft cards from 1918. Sure, you see, with the draft... Hey, Molly! Here's Harlow Milcox. Hi, Milky.
Hi, Fibber. Hi, Molly.
Oh, we're glad you could come to the barbecue, Mr. Wilcox.
Oh, I wouldn't have missed it, Molly. Hey, isn't the trivia here? Said he would be.
He saw you coming, Milkman, and evaporated.
He went to Honolulu, Mr. Wilcox. By the way, I hope you like barbecue chicken. That's what we're having.
Oh, I'm mad about it, Molly. And what's this over here? Coleslaw?
Hey, lay off of that coleslaw, Junior. That's to go with the chicken.
Oh, he's just tasting it, dearie.
And good, too. Hey, this tastes like the pet milk recipe, Molly.
It is, Mr. Wilcox. I've been cooking with pet milk for years. And this coleslaw is so easy. You just mix salt, vinegar, sugar, pet milk.
Oh, I know the recipe, Molly. And you're smart to use pet milk whenever you can.
You said it, Junior. Did you know you can take a can of pet milk and mix the same amount of water with it, and it's still richer than ordinary bottled milk?
Well, certainly, pal. That's because pet milk is so...
Double rich. You're so right, Mr. Wilcox. Pet is so rich you can use it in coffee.
Yes, but what I wanted to say
You think that because we got a new sponsor that pet milk is new to us? My gosh, Molly's been using pet milk for...
Look, pal, I think you ought to know.
The pet milk is simply good, sweet country milk. Concentrated to double richness. Oh, we know that, Mr. Wilcox, we do. You know, you're quite a salesman, Mr. Wilcox.
Well, gee, I've been selling since I was 8 years old. Made my first $2 million deal when I was 8.
Wow, $2 million deal, 8 years old?
Yep. Traded $1 million tricycle for $1 million slingshot. To a kid named Wormhead Williams.
Well, if you traded $1 million tricycle for $1 million slingshot, where was the profit?
No, he let me keep his mud turtle for a couple of days. By the way, pal, may I tell you something personal?
Why, sure, boy.
Your apron is on fire.
Oh, it is, McGee, it is.
My gosh, what? Why didn't you say so?
Well, I guess you tried to.
There. Oh, it's out now. That rat souls the fire.
McGee, let me take those chickens in and fry them. You'll never have them.
No, sir. By George, I'm going to barbecue. Oh, hi, old-timer.
Hi, kids.
Hi.
Hey, I'm sure glad you asked me to come, kids. When do we eat?
As soon as these dad-ratted chickens barbecue. They don't seem to...
You like barbecues, do you, Mr. Old-Timer?
Do I like barbecues? Dar, you sure asked the right party. It was my grandma that invented them.
Your grandmother invented barbecues?
Sure did, kids.
Yeah?
Was even named after her. Her name being Barbara Beatrice Quigley. Barbecue.
Oh, now, wait a minute. I don't believe
Yes, sir, kids. Grandma was the first white woman, or rather red and white woman, being half Cherokee Indian, west of Illinois to do backyard cooking for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Had a big 5-holer wood-burning range right there in the kitchen, too. But Grandma always brother built a bonfire and roast a few slices of buffalo hump outdoors. Till one night in the autumn of 1872. After that night, Grandma never so much as basted a mushrat again.
Heavenly days, what happened?
Maybe she used the wrong gin in the crepe Suzettes.
Well, sir, meat was kind of scarce that season on account of prairie fires, and all Grandma could shoot for the pot that day was a great big skinny moose.
Seems enough for a small snack to me.
Well, sir, Grandpa racks up his powder horn and says, "Barbie," he says, "can you barbecue a moose?" Grandma looks at him kind of contemptuous and says, "Buck," she says. Always called him Buck because he was so easy spent. But she says, "I can cook anything that flies, walks, grunts, howls, waddles, swims, or lays eggs." So Grandpa flangered the moose and hollered for the hired hands to wash up.
That's when formal dining meant take your rifle off your knees and lean it against the wall, eh?
Well, sir, in a few minutes, Grandma made a curtsy with a little white apron and announced that dinner was served. She said, "Come and get it, you cactus heads, or I'll throw it out." 40 minutes later, everybody sat back and agreed it was the finest eating they'd ever did. Just gorged themselves. "How did you ever get that scrawny old moose so tender?" they says. And Grandma says, "Why, I ain't got around to cooking the moose yet. Them was just the antlers."
But, Mr. Oldtimer, what was the big catastrophe? Why didn't she barbecue anymore?
That was her last day, daughter. She reached into the woodpile for some kindling and got bit by a sidewinder.
Oh, dear.
Her headstone is a historical marker just west of Naked Joe, Missouri. It says, "Here lies Barbara B.Q., 1810 to 72. Bit by a rattler when she wasn't looking. At last she's where she knows what's cooking."
The King's Men and the Picnic Song.
Let's have a picnic, picnic, picnic. Bring along your bathing suits and children and all. Let's have a ball. And we'll all take a ride out to the country all together.
Hey, Joe.
Any weather.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, what fun we will have when we get out there. Just can't wait to begin our happy day. Did you bring the chicken, chicken, chicken? Did you bring the weenies, weenies, weenies? Did you bring the mustard, mustard, mustard? Did you bring the ham and biscuits too? Check. Chicken, weenies, ham and biscuits.
I ain't sure now. I want to risk it.
Oh, come on, John. On a picnic we will go. On summertime, you know. And we love to spend our Sundays in the park. Hope that Paul won't forget to take the horseshoes. He's a dinger.
That's so.
With a ringer.
Come on, let's go.
All the boys are just raring to go swimming. And the last one in is gonna wish he'd stayed at home. Did you bring the salad, salad, salad? Did you bring the pickles, pickles, pickles? Did you bring the olives, olives, olives? Did you bring the beer and pretzels too? Check. Chicken, weenies, ham and biscuits, salad, pickles, beer and pretzels.
Better take some Alka-Seltzer.
Oh, come on, John. On a picnic we will go. On summertime, you know. And we love to spend our Sundays in the park. Did you bring the coffee, coffee, coffee? Did you bring the soda, soda, soda? Did you bring the popcorn, popcorn, popcorn? Did you bring the cake and the berries too? Chicken, weenies, ham and biscuits, pickles, olives, beer and pretzels, salt and pepper, cream and sugar, coffee, mustard, cake and berries.
Too darn much to carry.
Oh, come on, John. On a picnic we will go. On summertime, you know, and we love to spend our Sundays in the park.
That's rat this fire. Hand me another box of matches, somebody.
Here you are, pal, and that's 6 boxes you've used so far.
If you'd lit those matches one at a time and held them under the chickens, they'd have been done by now.
Now, don't torment him, Doctor, please.
Hey, Johnny, you better turn them chickens over. They ain't cooking, but they're all smoked up on the bottom side.
They are too cooking. Can't you smell them?
That's you, pal. Your apron's on fire again.
Oh, it is, McGee.
Hey, why don't some...
You ought to baste yourself with the barbecue sauce, Johnny, you'll be done before the chickens.
Pipe down. I got trouble enough. What's the matter with these chickens, Molly? I've had a fire under them 15 times, and they're still as raw as Russian propaganda. It's getting dark here, too.
It's getting cloudy. I could have this dinner ready in 10 minutes, dearie. Just let me cut the chickens up and fry them, won't you?
No, sir. Not on your life. But somebody can help me blow on this fire. This charcoal. Oh, here comes Ole. Hi, Ole.
Hello.
Hello, missus. Hello, order people. Hey, why you don't set fire to the fire, McGee? You can't barbecue without a fire.
Doggone it, I'm trying to set fire to it. I've been trying to get this fire going for an hour. Come on, Ole, blow, will you?
Look, McGee. I let you make up your mind. First you invite me to come to barbecue, and now you tell me to blow. Goodbye, missus. It was nice seeing you.
Oh, no, Ole, no, he didn't mean that.
Of course not. I want you to help me blow on this charcoal. What's the matter with this fire, anyhow?
Well, only one thing I can see, Johnny. It's out.
Oh, this look like quite a mess you make here, McGee. Reminds me of a little jingle I hear on the jukebox. If I knew this was coming, I'd have booked a cook.
You an expert on this stuff, Ole?
Oh, sure, Mr. Wilcox. I got complete equipment for barbecue at my house. What McGee needs is an electric expectorator.
An electric what?
Expectorator, missus. You stick the chickens on, and it keeps pulling them over.
Oh, you mean a spit?
Please, we don't say that in front of everybody.
Look, if all you experts would stop giving me the big lip and give me a little hand, we might get these chickens cooked.
Yes. Well, now, boys, one at a time, though. Here, Ole, you're in charge of the furnace at the Elks Club. You ought to know how to build a fire.
Sure, missus. Stood back, McGee. What you need here is a little draft underneath. Huh? There's the poker. Well, never mind the poker. I use my fingers.
Careful now. Heavenly days. That's a wonderful fire, Ole.
See there? I told you it'd burn if you'd just be patient.
Hey, get them chickens cooked, Johnny. It's coming on dark awful fast. My pepper plates.
Hey, it looks pretty stormy.
Hey, it does look stormy. I'd hate to have this broken up by a rainstorm.
Don't worry, I got that taken care of, too. I called the Weather Bureau, and they promised me it wouldn't be...
No, but you didn't. Oh, my God. I'll take the coleslaw. We'll have to get out. Come on in the house, quick.
Hey, wait! The barbecue! The fire! Don't leave me here in the... Hey, wait! Hey! Thunder! Why does everything happen to me? Because I'm a chump, that's why. Just a poor sap. Who cares? Nobody, that's who cares. Look at me. Sitting out here on the back porch, soaking wet. Soggy as a chewed cigar. Hair full of charcoal, my shoes full of wet feet. All them wise guys sitting there in the living room, smoking my cigars and drinking my root beer and laughing at me. Worked on them dad-ratted chickens for 2 hours and there's no sign.
McGee, come in out of the wet and go join the boys. Don't sit there on the porch muttering to yourself. You'll catch cold.
I hope I do. I hope I catch an awful cold.
What?
I hope I get double pneumonia. No, just a cold.
Come on in the kitchen, dearie.
All my work, barbecuing them chickens, and they never did get cooked. Hey, what you doing in the kitchen?
What I've been wanting to do all day. I'm frying the barbecue chicken. Get washed up.
I thought I was, but I will.
Fibber and Molly return in a moment. Because you want to give your baby the best possible start in life, naturally you will want him to have the milk that can do the most for him. And no milk you can buy can do more for a baby than Pet Strong Straight Limbs. Yes, Pet Milk has what it takes to enable a baby to build bones that are straight and strong. Sound teeth? Yes, Pet Milk provides the substances that build sound teeth and that help keep teeth free from decay. And how will your baby grow on Pet Milk? Well, if you could see how steadily and sturdily hundreds of thousands of babies are growing on this favored form of milk, you'd have your answer. And remember this, Pet Milk, with all its beneficial qualities, costs less, generally, than any other form of whole milk. Ask your doctor about Pet Milk, the first evaporated milk, the first food for babies.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we started a new series of shows for Pet Milk. We'd like to say it's pleasant to be on the air for such a famous quality product.
And for such nice people as the Pet Milk Company.
You know, it was considered pretty wonderful when Henry Ford improved on the horse. But who would have thought somebody'd do better than a cow?
Medical authorities agree that this product is splendid for babies' formulas. So we hope our association with Pet Milk is merely in its infancy.
Good night.
Good night.
Pet Milk, the first evaporated milk, brings you Fibber McGee and Molly each week at this time. Be with us again next Tuesday night, won't you?
One of the things that we're inclined to take for granted in this country is that wonderful thing called education. And nobody takes it more for granted than a guy who saw it and didn't take it. Like the guy who just signed up for a night school course, Mr. McGee of Fibber McGee and Molly.
Well, I done it, Molly. I signed up for night school.
Well, good for you.
Yep.
I'm delighted you're picking up your education again, David. And you can pick it up, it isn't heavy. I didn't think you ever liked going to school, though.
Oh, sure I did. I loved it. I'd have been an honor student all through school, too. Except for one thing.
What was that?
I was too stupid. But no more, kiddo, I'm not stupid. No, sir. Now I'm specializing. I'm going to be an expert in chemistry now. Plastics. That's where the dough is now. Plastics.
Hey, maybe you can even be a plastic surgeon.
Betcha.
You know, cut pieces of plastic up and make things out of it?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe invent a new kind of plastic you can make. Stronger than steel, bend like paper, acid resident, and stretch like a $40 girdle.
Very worthy ambition. But look, don't you have school tonight?
Yep, starts in 45 minutes. Just come home and get an eraser. First day in night school, you know. Might make a mistake.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, I might. Ah, this science is exciting stuff, you know. Do you want me to explain it to you?
Well, no, I don't.
Well, sir, everything in the universe is made up out of stuff called matter. Matter is the mother of everything.
Oh?
That's why matter means mother in Latin. Sure.
I see.
Now then, if you look at a little hunk of matter through a telescope, you see it's made up of tiny little articles called molecules, which themselves is composed of neutrons, proteins, and electricians. It depends on how all them electricians, neutrons, and molecules are put together, whether you have a piece of steel or an egg sandwich.
Heavenly day. Is this all visible to the naked eye?
Mrs. McGee, we got mixed classes in night school. Men and women. We ain't allowed to use the naked eye. Just instruments.
How thoughtless of me.
Boy, am I anxious to get started. I got a feeling that I'm going to stumble onto something scientific that'll rock the world back onto its rundown heels, you know? Hey, you want to come to school with me?
Is it permitted?
I don't know, but a good way to find out is to do it. Come on, get your hat and go with me.
Come in.
Well, for the... Oh, hi, old-timer.
Hello, Mr. Old-Timer.
Hello, kids. I was just... Hey, what's the books for? You started reading, Johnny?
I know I've been watching
school
for 2
tonight,
minutes
old-timer.
and he's doing
Adult
shit.
education course. Going to study science.
Oh, that's a fine thing to study, boy. My nephew, he studied it, now he's got his own little shop. Doing right well, too.
His own little shop for what?
Science? Makes more science than anybody in town. Billboards, keep off the grass, no smoking. This means you beware vicious children.
I didn't say science, I said science. S-I-E-N-S-E, science.
You know what science is, Mr. Oldtimer? That's what permits one to load an airplane with solidified carbon dioxide, which has a temperature of 109 degrees at atmospheric pressure, drop particles of it through a cumulus cloud formation, thus inducing artificial precipitation.
Not only that, but you can make it rain that way, too.
Well, it sure is wonderful what science can do now, kids. Papa was kind of an astronomer, you know, out west in California.
Did he have an observatory?
Baby, did he ever have an observatory? Had a 5-power telescope set up in a rented room across the street from them Metro Golden Warner studios. Sat there all day studying them heavenly bodies.
Well, that's all very well, but how did he make a living?
He didn't have to, Johnny. He was living. Well, Johnny, just one thing before you start your schooling.
Yeah?
Take the advice of an older man. To really enjoy education, always remember the 3 R's.
The 3 R's?
Yep. I kind of just remember what the first 2 R's was for, but I'll never forget the third one. Recess. I'll never forget the time.
What's the matter?
I forgot the time.
It's almost half-past, and I got to get to school. Well, come on, Molly.
All right.
See you later, old-timer. Well, come on, kiddo, let's hurry. I don't want to get sent to the principal's office my first day in night school. Besides, I'm anxious to get started studying chemistry.
Oh, this is all sort of new with you, isn't it, McGee? Yep. Back in Peoria, I don't remember you being so interested in science.
Well, there was no dough in it in them days. Everything that's made of plastic now was then made out of hard rubber, paper mache, and old cigar butts.
Oh?
I'm telling you, Tootsie, science is the coming thing. Now, you take those atom guys. If it wasn't for them, what would the world be now?
More relaxed. Say, isn't this the high school?
Yep, come on. Let's go in and get started. I can get going.
Heavenly days, look at the mob. How many people do they educate here anyway?
Oh, I'd say about 10% of them. The rest of them are just here.
Attention, please. Will the mischievous student who spiked the can of evaporated milk from Miss Jones' lunchbox please return it at once? That was teacher's test.
Well, which way do we go, McGee? Where's the chemistry class?
I don't know. We better start looking for it, I guess. Well, maybe it's in here. Let's try this. Yeah.
I say, Reggie, old beaver, do another splash of soda. That's a good shit.
My goodness, what class was that?
English lit. Oh, here's an information desk. I'll ask this guy. Hi, Buster. Good evening, sir. Are you and this lady registered as students?
He is, sir, but I just happen to be along.
Well, I'm delighted to know you, Miss Long. I just happen to be a Spofford myself. I'm a Spofford, you know. Yeah? Yeah. And this, I presume, is your father, Mr. Long? My name ain't Long, it's McGee. Well, that isn't Long, is it? Huh? I like short names myself, like Miss Long here.
Excuse me, Mr. Spofford, I am not Miss Long. I am Mrs. McGee. This gentleman is Mr. McGee. I am his wife. He's my husband. He's going to study chemistry here.
Can you tell us where to go?
Oh, brother, that's the greatest straight line I ever...
I think we'd better talk to somebody else. Maybe that man in uniform over there. Is that okay, sir?
No, madam, that's O'Halloran. Okay is taking his sabbatical.
His sabbatical? Taking a Sunday off in the middle of the week? You're spoofing, aren't you, Bud?
No, dearie, he's Spifford.
Spofford.
Off of the... How'd we ever get into this mess?
He's speaking to you, miss.
Oh, what'd you say, McGee? I am not Miss. I am Mrs. McGee.
Huh?
She wasn't talking to you.
I was, too.
You were not.
Just a moment, please. I'm not here.
Attention! Will Dr. Spofford please report immediately to the tattooing class in room 36? Our needle is stopped.
Well, that's an emergency, folks. Good day, Mr. McGee. So long, so long.
Well, I guess we'll just have to find the chemistry class by ourselves, McGee. Look, here's your science room.
Oh, yeah, domestic science. Well, the domestic kind is good enough for me. This imported science is too foreign anyway. Let's take a look in here.
And in conclusion, students, I'd like to say that as future homemakers, you should always remember that the cook who cooks with pet is the pet cook of all cooks.
Hey, that's Harlow Milcock.
My goodness. Hardly a week goes by.
And for tomorrow night's assignment, I want you to review page 14 in your Mary Lee Taylor cookbook, and each of you bring me a sample of your butterscotch kisses.
Huh?
I love your kiss, your butterscotch, class dismissed.
Hi, Junior.
Hello, Mr. Wilcox.
Hello, Molly. Hiya, pal.
Since when did you start teaching domestic science, Junior?
Oh, I've been teaching a long time, pal. After all, I'm a PhD, you know.
Doctor of Philosophy?
No, pet home demonstrator.
Oh?
Yeah. I like to show people how many different ways they can use pet milk. Very versatile product, you know. Great for children, good in your coffee, twice as rich as ordinary milk. It's terrific.
Yeah, we know that. But right now, I want to get to the chemistry lab.
Oh, the chemistry lab. Say, I saw a very interesting experiment in there last week.
Is that so?
Yes, they were showing how pet's milk was the first milk to be fortified with pure crystalline vitamin D. And now...
Now, Mr. Wilcox, don't delay us. Himself here's late to class.
Yeah. Which way is the chem lab, Junie?
You mean the chemistry lab where I saw that fascinating demonstration? Where they were showing how pet milk is fortified with crystalline vitamin D.
Hey, look. Milky.
Yeah.
Will you please tell us how to get to the chemistry lab?
Oh, yes, the chemistry lab. Well, that's in room 101. But if you take my advice, you won't try the elevator.
Why not?
Dangerous?
No, just foolish. Room 101 is just 3 doors down the hall. Goodbye now.
What do you say, 2 doors or 3?
3, I think. Let's look so, huh?
Okay, let's see. 1.
Your attention, please. Will the instructor in slot machine repairing please come to the office at once? The deputy sheriff is here for his check. Thank you.
Takes all kinds of people to make an education, don't it? Oh, hey, is this the right door?
Search me, lover. Try it.
Okay.
Now, students, let's try it once more. And remember that speed means accuracy, and the real secret of this course lies in good coordination. I see you're ready, Miss Gumpton. Ready, Mr. Tippelmeyer? Ready. 1, 2, 3, throw! Too far to the left, Mr. Tippelmeyer. And hold your bucket a little higher, Miss Gumpton. Now once more, and...
I couldn't see over your shoulder, Molly. Well, what were they doing?
Throwing hot rivets.
Oh.
This part of the engineering course, I presume.
Yeah, well, I suppose the night school... Oh, hi, Doc. Hey, Molly, here's Doc Campbell.
Hello, Doctor. Nice to see you.
Good evening, Molly. What are you people doing here?
McGee's going to study chemistry, Doctor.
I got some experiments in mind, Fatso, in plastics. Yeah. Got some experiments in mind that are going to run the DuPont factories right out of Ohio.
The DuPont factories are in Delaware, Egg-Face.
Oh, started running already, huh? Hey, hurry.
word that I was taking up chemistry, eh?
I don't know how they got wind of it. I haven't told a soul.
Well, I'll admit chemistry's a pretty fascinating subject. It's wonderful to think that nature can take a little phosphorus, a little iron, a little calcium, and about 40 cents worth of other chemicals, combine them in the right proportions, and produce a man like Abraham Lincoln.
You mean that chemically I'm only worth about 50 cents?
No. For you, I'd say about 60. In you, there's more brass.
You're sweet, Doctor.
Sweet? What do you mean, sweet?
He could have said lead.
Well, I suppose you'd like to know what I'm doing here in the high school.
Nope, I just assumed that you're going to learn to write.
Oh, McGee. Dr. Gamble can write.
Oh, yeah? You ever see one of his prescriptions? I gave one to a Chinese laundryman by mistake once and got 2 suits of long underwear and a pair of gloves.
What did you do with the laundry ticket? Give it to Kramer's drugstore?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And Mr. Kramer looked at it and said, I can't read this. A mouse has been walking around on it with muddy feet.
Now, Doctor, if you'll be kind enough to direct us to the chemistry laboratory.
Why, certainly, Blowtop. It's that door right across the hall. And hurry. You're late for school, you know.
My gosh, I am? How late?
About 30 years. Go on now.
Okay, now, put it on. Yeah. Oh, had a little polecat whose resources all were spent. He had an operation and we left without a cent. Oh, the monkey and the bat. Ah, boy, this lab has got about everything, you know what, Molly? Look at the bottle.
Certainly well equipped, all right.
Yes, it is. This is living in the lab of luxury. Sorry about that. Hand me that bottle of red chemical there, will you?
Here, dearie. What is it?
I don't know. C2H5OH, whatever that is.
It says ethyl on the label.
Oh, she won't care if I use a little of it. Now, let me see. Add a little iron filings. A few drops of H2SO4. This busted up eraser. Spoonful of sugar. That's for the carbon. Boy, does that smell awful.
Listen, the classes were over 2 hours ago. Why don't we go home?
What? Right in the middle of my most fascinating experiment? Besides, the instructor said I could stay as late as I wanted. I was really on the track of something.
There'll be something on the track of you very shortly. And it'll be the night watchman. Besides, what do you think you're doing?
Tootsie, I don't like to make any advanced claims, but I'll bet I got a mixture here that the hand of man has never laid eyes on before.
Or knows.
Or knows what?
How lucky he is. Look, sweetheart.
Quiet, baby, quiet. I'm getting a reaction.
You're getting a reaction. If somebody doesn't open a window in here, I'm going to...
Look at it bubble.
Heavenly days, what a gooey mess.
I'll bet I got something really valuable here. Nothing that smells this bad can be entirely useless. Maybe if I added another little... Hey, what was that splash?
Your cigar dropped into the mixing bowl.
Oh, well, the stuff was smoking anyway. Now, let's see.
I don't like to nag, lover, but it's almost midnight and we...
What's going on in here? Don't you realize... Oh, hello, McGee. Hello, Molly.
Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Nice of you to drop in, Mr. Viss. Interested in chemistry?
I was, until now. Good heavens, what is that stuff? It smells like the underside of the last step of the back stairs of a sardine cannery. At low tide.
He's inventing something, Mr. Mayor.
Inventing what?
I don't know yet. It ain't cooled off enough to handle yet. Do you know anything about plastics, Latrivia?
No.
Me neither. But I'm learning, boy. You realize that the mollycoddle structure of a protein nucleus that's bombarded by neutron and electricians would result in...
McGee, look. Look at your mixture. It's rising out of the bowl.
Oh, my God. Look, Latrivia. Look, grab it, Molly. Grab it.
Stop, McGee. Here. Oh, take it. It scares me.
some kind of gas in it, McGee. What do you mean, gas? This is solid plastic, or metal or something. You see? Why, look, it's as solid as a rock.
Look at it. It just floats right there in the air. Heavenly day.
Why, this is amazing. A metal that defies gravity. It's unbelievable. Oh, I don't know. I believe it. Look at it. Just sitting there, in the air. Push it down. Push it up. What do you know? No way at all. You know, there ought to be quite a market for this stuff. Why, think of the possibilities. Think of pants buttons that would hold your pants up without even being buttoned. Why, think... McGee, this is stupendous. Why, yes. You've just repealed the law of gravity. Think what this means to our defense program. Aviation. Hand me the phone, quickly. Thank you. Hello, operator. This is my honor, the mayor. Get me Washington. Hurry, hurry. Quiet, please. McGee, this is General Francis Scully of the Materiel Division in the Pentagon Building. General, Mr. and Mrs. McGee.
How do you do, I'm sure?
Hi, Bud. Hey, how'd you get here so quick from the Pentagon Building?
Well, confidentially, we have our own flying saucers, but don't tell anybody because they're non-existent.
Oh, that's the best kind. Yeah, them non-resistant flying... McGee, explain to the General about this metal of yours. This
Hold on, please. A little more profile, General. That's it.
Well, as I was about to say, when I seen the need for this here gravity-repulsant metal, I says to my little woman here, who worked so complainingly with me to develop this wonderful stuff, I said...
Of course you understand, McGee. This whole idea is stupid. A gravity-defying metal is a ridiculous thought.
Yep.
It certainly looks ridiculous sitting there in the air all by itself, doesn't it?
Amazing. Push it over this way again. Thanks. A big blob of metal like this which defies gravity is an impossibility. Any high school student knows that, McGee.
Yep, that's the advantage of not having too much education, Jan. If I'd have known it was impossible, I probably never could have did it.
It's a fabulous discovery, General. And to think it was a citizen of the community of which I am mayor who discovered this miraculous...
Hold everything, folks. I'm Ed Queenie of Monsanto Chemical. I'll double any offer that anybody makes. $2 million, $4 million, $10 million. Plus a job as chief chemist in our plant. Well, wait a minute. Who's this fella bidding here?
He's the inventor of melium, that's who he is. He's McGee.
Hot dog, melium. Well, that's wonderful, Molly.
Oh, I just happened to think of it.
All right, McGee, you'll just sign these papers.
Now, wait a minute. The Army was here first. In my opinion, gentlemen, the city of Wistful Vista has every right.
Please now, stop. Quiet.
Thank you, Mrs. McGee. Mr. McGee, you have today made a major contribution to science. This mysterious melium, as you so well call it, will go towards revolutionizing warfare.
Maybe there might even be a peaceful use for it.
When can you bring your formula to our plant, McGee, and help us get this melium on a mass production basis? Well, I'll tell you, Bob, I could do it tomorrow. Except for one thing.
And what is that, McGee?
I don't remember what I put into it. Now, let me think. There was a half a cigar. Ladies and gentlemen, next week a very funny guy comes back to the air. A guy named Robert Lester Town Hope.
He precedes us on most of these stations.
Tune in to Brother Hope and have a lot of fun. He's one guy who can make 30 minutes seem like a lifetime. Did you get it, Molly? Lifetime. It's fun based on the...
Ain't funny, McGee.
No, but Hope is. So tune him in next week.
And after you hear him, don't go away. Wait for us.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night, all.
He's one guy who can make 30 minutes seem like a lifetime. Did you get it, Molly? Lifetime. It's fun based on the...
Ain't funny, McGee.
No, but Hope is. So tune him in next week.
And after you hear him, don't go away. Wait for us.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night, all.
That milk program with Fibber McGee and Molly.
The first evaporated milk, Pet Milk, presents Fibber McGee and Molly with Bill Thompson, Arthur Q. Bryant, Dick LeGrand, B. Benaderet, Peter Leeds, and me, Harlow Wilcox. The show is written by Don Quinn and Phil Leslie and directed by Max Hutto. The music by the Kingsmen and Billy Mills Orchestra.
Just the recording. Oh, I really need to organize this shit tomorrow.
Have you ever tasted a cream pie made with Pet Milk? Or a rich chocolate pudding? Or one of those good smooth cheese sauces? Well, then you can understand why Pet Milk, the first evaporated milk, is the first choice of good cooks. No other form of whole milk gives food the same richness of flavor. And something else that's mighty important is the extra wholesomeness Pet Milk puts into those favorite family dishes of yours. You see, Pet Milk is good, sweet country milk that's double rich, concentrated to double richness by evaporation. So you're always sure of extra goodness and extra wholesomeness when you use Pet Milk for cooking. Extra compliments, too. And do all those extras cost you extra? No, definitely no. You can enjoy better food for less money when you use Pet Milk, because Pet Milk costs less, generally, than any other form of whole milk. One thing which can really foul up a busy housewife's day is having an ailing youngster underfoot. A big kid who's just sick enough to stay home, but not sick enough to stay in his room. Like the big kid at 79 Wistful Vista right now. The illness is just a pain in the tummy, but the patient is a pain in the neck. As we join Fibber McGee and Molly.
Oh, my aching everything. I feel awful, Molly. I got more odd pains than the stained glass windows.
Now, you just take it easy, dear. You'll feel better soon. Why don't you go upstairs to bed so Mother can get her work done?
No, I'll stay here. In the way. I'm too weak to get up off this davenport anyhow. Light me in your cigar for me, will you? I ain't got the strength for it.
Neither have I, for those cigars. If I did into that thing, I'd be sicker than you are. Where do you hurt, sweetheart?
Well, I heard upstairs all morning. Then I heard in the dining room all through breakfast. And now I heard right here on the davenport. Mostly my stomach.
It's probably because you are mostly stomach.
Yeah. Hey, did you find out Gamble yet? Did you tell him it's an emergency? Is he on his way? Did you call him? Did you get him?
No, the doctor's still out on calls, McGee. His nurse will phone us when she finds him.
Now, he better show up whoever he's working on and get over here. I know what it is this time, Molly. It's my appendix. Usually you claim it's just something I ate, but this time you got to admit that I know what
Speaking of something you ate, just what did you eat last night after I went to bed? I heard you prowling around downstairs.
Last night? Light snack. Something to help me sleep. Bowl of chili. A couple of franks. Half a jar of Uncle Will Mill's corn relish. Banana with peanut butter. Now, a sick man has got to keep up his strength, Molly. When you're sick, you got to humor those cravings for food. Build up your resistance. Right now, I got a craving for some of them dill pickles you put up, and I think...
Dill pickles?
Yeah.
Are you sure this is appendicitis, dearie? My sister had a craving for dill pickles, and it turned out that she was... No!
Don't you worry, I know what it is. It's appendicitis. I keep getting a dull pain. My head aches, my ears ring. You see? You hear my ears ring?
That's the doorbell, sweetheart. Come in. Oh, it's the old-timer, McGee. Hello, Mr. Old-timer.
Hello there, kid. Come here, daughter. Hey, Johnny, what you doing lying? Down?
I'm sick, old-timer. Appendix. Gonna have to put out.
Well, it's a good thing I stopped by, Johnny. I'll look you over. Stick out your tongue.
Oh, okay.
I've
like a yard of wet muslin, daughter. How's it look to you, Johnny? I don't know. I can only see half of it. Besides, I don't know. Hey, that's a mighty bad swelling on your stomach there, son. It's awful red, too.
That's a hot water bottle.
Here?
Why, certainly, my gosh, my stomach is way down here.
Way down there? Oh, you're worse off than I thought, Johnny. Don't worry, I know what to do. Boil some water, daughter.
Boil some water?
Yep, and throw some peas in it. I'll take mine with lemon. Johnny can't have any, he's sick. But don't you worry, son. I'll pull you out of this. But take the bark and tack it.
Oh, look, just leave me alone, will you? Just go away and let me share my agony with just my whole life. You're sweet to start with me, Dave.
You know, kid, this looks to me like a clear case of Tyrannosaurus metacillus. Papa had it all his life.
Yeah?
Just lay there on the sofa on his back while Mama took him washing so
Yes, we know. But I don't think it's called for any amateur treatment, Mr. O'Connor.
What do you mean, amateur, daughter? Why, when I was just a young fellow back in Cairo, Egypt, I was famous as a veterinary surgeon.
Yeah, horse doctor, eh?
Nope. Camel doctor, Johnny. I wrote endorsement forms for the magazine.
How'd you like living in Egypt, Mr. Oldtimer?
Wealthy?
When I was in vaudeville, I knew some Arabian tumblers. One of them was Sir Ahmed Abdullah Fazil. Sir Ahmed?
Yeah, he was an Arabian Knight.
A Bedouin?
No, he was a good one. I hear your screwball brother is building airplanes now. You got one that flies faster than sound? No, says t'other feller, but he's getting close. He's got one that sounds faster than flies. Well, so long, kid. So long. Billy Mills in the orchestra, and Don't Rock the Boat. Gosh, I feel terrible. I sure hope I ain't got anything fatal, you know. Them fatal diseases take so long to recuperate from. Hey, do I feel the draft?
At your age? I don't think so, dearie. Incidentally, what's that you're eating?
Mustard pickle sandwich? I ain't eating it incidentally. I'm eating it on purpose.
Mustard pickle?
Yep.
That's a happy little diet for a sick man. If Dr. Gamble... Are you lighting another cigar?
Yes, I had to. The other one was all smoked up.
But cigars, mustard pickles. What kind of treatment is that for sick man?
Oh, my gosh, what difference does it make? I got to be operated on anyway. After all, taking my appendix out is no simple thing. That requires a laparotomy.
Laparotomy?
Yeah, laparotomy. They cut a hole in my lap and take my appendix out of me. Yeah, laparotomy, which means...
Come in. Oh, it's Ole from the Elks Club, McGee. Hello, Ole.
Well, hello, Mrs. Hello, McGee. Hello, Ole. Have the fellas asked about me down at the Elks?
That should they. Somebody else carried a pool table cover so they don't even miss you. What are you doing anyway? Taking a nap?
He's ill, Ole.
Yeah.
He's been ill, Ole, all day. Been ill, Ole, all day. Ole, all day. Hey, I can yoga.
Well, what seems to be the matter, McGee? Spring fever, maybe? How could I have spring fever in October?
Well, why not? Yours don't get calendars.
Huh? My cousin Sven, he got 7 years when he was 92 years old. Never saw such a happy fella.
Hey, how are the children these days, Ole? All well, I trust.
Well, don't trust him too far, maybe. Little Lord, he's suffering today from a hangover. You mean hangover? He's only 6, isn't he? Sure, but it isn't hangover, it's hang under. Oh? You hang on the rice wagon, snitch in the right, and the cake and ice balls only 6.
Well, I guess that's the way it is in a large family, Ole. Just one little excitement after another.
Sure, that's the way it goes, Mother. Bullets lost upon trees. Well, I wouldn't tell my little family for... Oh, well, that's different because nobody ever makes me an offer. Well, so long, Mrs. So long with you. Don't book any wooden chairs.
Goodbye, Ole. I think Ole's awfully sweet, and so devoted to his family.
Well, the bigger the family, the more you got to devote to them. Oh, no, I feel awful. Hey, Molly, you think a glass of root beer with a raw egg in it would help me?
Help what? Kill you? Yes, I think so.
Well, I've got to keep up my strength, you know. This is only Tuesday. Can't be operated on in a weekend condition. Hello, doctor. Quick, call the hospital and set up an operation for me. Emergency. I want the best infectious medicine.
And McGee, open your eyes, lover. It's not Dr. Gamble, it's Mr. Wilcox.
Oh, hi, Milka.
Hi, pal. What's the matter with you, Molly? Sick?
I've been took ill, Junior. Critical.
He has a little attack of indigestion, Mr. Wilcox.
What do you mean, a little attack of indigestion? I got the appendicitis. That's what I got. I can make just as good a dognosis of my case as the next guy. Hey, Molly.
Yes, sir?
We got any baking soda?
Yes, we have, and I must say it's the most sensible suggestion you've made today.
Well, look, you get it and mix a little flour with it and make me some hot biscuits. That'll keep up my strength till I get to the hospital. Hey, you know anything about the Whistle Vista Hospital, Junior? How's the food over there?
Oh, they serve the best food there is, pal. They're pet customers of mine, you know.
Well, I can understand that all right. There's so many ways to use pets.
Well, I ain't concerned with how they use it, Molly, as long as the meals are good. Because when I'm in that hospital,
Of course, every hospital knows no food is more important to their babies' steady growth than milk. And no other form of milk is better for bottle-fed babies than Pet's evaporated milk.
I'm sick, Junior. Let's talk about me and me going to the hospital.
Why is that milk such a wonderful milk for babies? Because it's easy to digest. Because it contains all the nourishing whole milk substances a baby needs.
If you had appendicitis, Junior, you would let me...
Because Pet's milk, the first evaporated milk, is fortified with pure crystalline vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, which helps the baby to develop sound teeth, strong, straight bones.
McGee thinks it's appendicitis for the explanation.
Not only that, but Pet's milk, sterilized as it is in sealed cans, is as safe for babies.
Stop thrashing around, McGee, and lie down.
As safe from harmful germs as if there were no such thing in the world. That's why Pet's milk, the first evaporated milk,
Milky.
is the first choice of smart mothers. What?
Look, Junior, I'm getting a headache from all this yammering. Ain't there something we can do about it?
No, I don't know. What would you do for a headache, Molly?
Take a powder, Mr. Wilcox.
Okay, so long.
I say?
You told old cow grease to trickle on home. And about time, too. I get less sympathy from people around here. Oh, my stomach. I'm sick. Why am I the one that always has to get sick? I got a regular monotony on sickness in this house.
You don't mean monotony, do you? You mean monopoly.
Look, Tootsie, weak as I am, everybody knows that's wrong. Monopoly is when a guy only gets married once, like I do you, to me.
That's monogamy, dear.
Monogamy? Oh, yeah. And what's our dining room table made out of? Philippine monogamy, that's what it is.
Philippine mahogany, that is.
Well, what did I say wrong in the first place?
You said you had a monotony on sickness around here, and monotony means dull and humdrum.
Humdrum is right. Feel this tummy of mine, humming like a drum. Oh, why did I... I'll get it. No, I'm sick. You get it.
All right. 79 whistle Vista, Molly McGee speaking. Oh, hello, doctor. Yes, thank you, doctor.
What did he say?
He said to get to the hospital right away, and he'd get there as soon as he could. He said to hurry, and he said he doubted it was really serious, but he said it was silly to take any chances, even with your life.
Ah, good old Doc. Well, call a cab, kiddo. Throw something in a bag for me. My shaving stuff, house slippers, a few sandwiches, a couple of bananas, and my shotgun.
Your shotgun?
Yeah, they never pay any attention to them bells at the hospital. I shoot the shotgun into a bedpan, they'll come in. Good kid. And steady as a rock. Here I am, so critically ill with appendicitis, and does she get flustered and upset? No, sir. Hey, come to think of it, she's taking this thing awful lightly. I wonder if I... Come in, driver. Oh, she hasn't called the cab yet. Come in.
Hi, mister.
Oh, hi, Teeny. I won't have much time to talk to you, sis. I'm going to the hospital.
Somebody sick, mister?
Yeah.
Oh.
Me.
Oh. Hey, Willie Duke was at the hospital yesterday. He was fascinated.
By what?
Dr. Gamble?
Oh. Well, Doc's an interesting character, sis, but I'd hardly call him fascinating.
I betcha. He's been fascinating all the kids in the neighborhood. And it hardly hurts at all,
Oh, you mean he was vaccinated?
That's right.
I said, you mean he was vaccinated?
Oh.
Willie too.
When?
Yesterday.
When?
At the hospital.
What did they
Well, search me.
Yeah, you see, you don't know so much. Oh, there must be an awful lot of sickness around, mister.
Yeah.
Even my little doggie is sick. Margaret.
Oh.
Poor little Margaret. He's just a wonderful little dog. You know what he did once?
What did he do once?
Saved my life when I was swimming. I was way in over my head, and Margaret saw I was in trouble, and he ran over and did the lifeguard.
That's a big help.
Well, it was, I betcha. The lifeguard hollered out, "Who's blankety nasty skyward dad named Mutt is this?" And everybody pointed at me, and he dived in, and he pulled me out and spanked me. See, if it hadn't been for Margaret, I'd have drowned. But if you're going to the hospital, mister, you mustn't talk so much. Goodbye now.
Good night, Irene.
The King's Men and Good Night, Irene.
Saturday night I got married. Me and my wife settled down. Now me and my wife are parted. Guess I'll take another stroll downtown. Irene, good night, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene, good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in town. Sometimes I have a great notion
up staying out late at night. Go home to your wife and your family. Sit down by your fireside cry. Irene, good night, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene, good night. Irene, I'll see you in my dreams. I'll see you in my dreams.
Where are you calling from, Doctor? Oh, I see. Well, yes, Dr. Gamble, Mr. McGee is here, heaven help us. Been here an hour and he's got the whole hospital in an uproar. How's that, Doctor? Keep him quiet. Keep him quiet, he says, Eddie. Huh?
Keeping that jerk quiet is like...
Hush, Eddie, hush. Yes, Doctor, we'll try. Could I give him a little sedative to shut him up, Doctor? Like maybe half a pound of morphine?
Or hit in the head.
Oh, can't, huh? Well, then is it all right if I take a sedative, Doctor? My nerves are... Oh, well, thank you. We'll have it ready, Doctor.
And I hope Gamble gets here pretty soon, daughter. If that little pest lets one more yap out of him, I'll get...
Jensen, where's my dinner? I'm hungry.
There he goes.
Wait on me, somebody. Where's the nurse? Somebody do something for me. Hey, nurse.
Well, let's go quiet the patient, Eddie.
Oh, give me 15 minutes alone with him, and I'll quiet him. Nothing wrong with him that's taping that loud mouth shut, wouldn't it, Ed? Oh! And how is our little patient getting along now? Comfortable, are we?
No, I'm not comfortable either. That's rather what kind of a relapse factory you guys running here, anyway. I'm a paying patient, and I don't want to be left alone.
You're not alone, dearie. Mother's with you.
You don't count, Molly.
Well, thanks.
I'm paying for service around here. Why don't I get it? The runaround, that's what I get.
I'm sick.
You're sick. You betcha, and I'm going to get service around here if I have to tear this joint apart. By George, if I don't get the right dinner...
Now, McGee, Dr. Gamble says you're not to eat anything till he gets here. That's how you got here in the first place, eating.
I know just what we need, Mr. McGee. I'll bet you're ready for our bath right now, aren't we?
I don't know about our bath, sis, but I had mine before I left home. And I had another one when I got here.
Well, a nice bath will make you feel a lot better.
No.
In fact, the bath for you will make us all feel better.
Wheel the tub, big bird. Hey, wait a minute. My gosh, I have 2 baths already. I can't get dirty just laying here.
You come with me, Mrs. McGee. We'll go fill out the record.
All right, nurse. Be brave, dearie. This won't hurt.